Hello again with another video that is controversial. It's Raja Jackson. I want to make a video about him, even though it's a couple of days old now about the situation is, but I want to make a video about it and I want to anyway. It's in my schedule. But I'm trying to say is that this whole situation is absolutely stupid. Why? Because he started this whole thing. Well, he didn't start it. The guy slammed the thing over his head. Then the guy must have said something to him. It's either that or the guy got slammed over his head. You know, Roger Jackson got slammed over his head with a beer bottle. No, not with a beer bottle, beer can, something like that. I've seen it, I was like, oh my days. In fact, the guy, I thought it was like a skit, you know what I mean? Because apparently it was a skit before wrestling and his dad set him up for it, like in a good way, because his dad was a UFC, MMA fighter, which I respect. I do MMA myself. I'm not gonna say I'm the top level because I'll never say that in any sports or even gaming. I'm not even. I would say I'm good, but I'm not saying I'm better than 99%. Oh, you fucking retard! I can never say that. But that's off track. That is. But what I'm trying to say is that this guy should know better. He's older than me. I think he's like 21. That's what I'm assuming or higher. Bro, it couldn't be that deep. If your dad set you up and you know it's gonna be a skit with these wrestlers, you should know what's right and what's wrong. You don't have to take it that far. Now that guy's concerning you. Do you not see what's happening? He could have easily punched him, but what's the point? Only because the guy slammed a bottle, like not like a glass bottle, like like a plastic thing. Come on, like the metal cans you get in for for Coca-Cola and that stuff, for Pepsi, but Pepsi, yeah, normally, you know what I mean. Sprite is different, but but like this whole situation, when I first heard, I was like, nah. Really? This guy really took it that serious, but everybody's different. I cannot judge no one without judging myself. And with this, yeah, it's just like, how would this impact him now? Now his whole career is fucked because no, it's not fucked actually. He could use his anger in MMA, as in like he could use his momentum onto it, but I don't see he's doing that because even his dad abandoned him for bad for that. Hopefully, he gets far. Keep going, I say, but don't do what he did then, alright mate. You should know what's right or wrong. Even though you might be watching video like this, whoa, he's saying this and that. I'm not hating on anyone. I'm just saying in this situation is if the guy said something and he hit you like afterwards and he said sorry. If the guy said sorry, that means sorry. But if the referee, actually I'll get onto that right now. If the referee told you can hit him, they'll get him back. Why wasn't that stated? As in like so everybody knows. You cannot tell a guy you can hit him back, but not be told to the media. It's kind of strange in another situation, because you cannot set up a guy and say, you know what, that guy, yeah, you can hit him because he hit you with a thing, but it was a setup though. But this guy, Raja, of course, he may have learned, we don't know, but he may have learned, I don't know him personally, because he's not my kid to look after, is it? No, I don't want to have kids anyway. I mean, at some point I will, but you know what I mean. But this guy shouldn't know what's right or wrong because his father so told him that. But as I heard recently, he's gone through something. I'm like, oh, like his mother and that stuff. I feel bad for him. I genuinely do. And yeah, I do see the reason. I do feel bad for him now in that situation. I really do. But I think he could have easily let out his anger in like like a UFC match. You know what I mean? Like MMA. You know what I mean, mate? He could have easily let his anger out there, but he could have used it wisely, not full whack, send a guy in coma, done, prison, done. Like at least how many years? That's manslaughter. If we're talking about that, you know what I mean? Roger Jackson, and I remember his dad kicked in the door, and the meme he kicked in the door, and yeah, he was like a good, UFC fighter and that stuff, but it's one of those things. He's almost right wrong anyway. But this whole situation is one of the situations of this year which has got messy. And yeah, I'm getting up. Is that in this whole situation, all this offence has led him to a downward, positive outlook. As in, like everybody look at him like this. Oh, he's a guy who can't control his anger. You don't want to be known for that. You have a dad, yeah, who's, let's say for example, famous and that stuff. Yeah, yet again you want to have a bad spotlight, and yet again you was doing good only because the guy said something and he did something to you. And when you did something to him, you got smacked with one of those little cans. Fuck Of course, if any hits, you can hit them back. But this guy literally nearly sitting this guy in a coma. Just think that through. Yeah? You should know what's right and what's wrong. And that's basically this whole video. You should know what's right and wrong by now. He's older than me. You should know what's right, man. Come on. If there's an option to take, don't always have to choose the wrong. But if you know what's right and right, but how could you see it in this situation? You know, I'm gonna hit this guy so bad, yeah, you're gonna be in a coma. How bad is that? You know what I mean? Because that guy was nearly there. He was nearly there and gone. You know what I mean? But yeah, and that just shows how dangerous people are nowadays, because people don't double think. You know what I mean? Like, I remember getting told when I was low, you have to always think before you speak, or you always have to think before you have to make a choice. Let's say someone tells you, oh yeah, best for example is, oh, you know what I'm trying to say. I can't give an example. I'm really tired. It's like, what time is it now? Nearly 11 o'clock. So basically, 3 minutes past 11. So yeah, but yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give me a subscribe, and yeah, have a good day.